Okay.
My name is Georgios. I come from Greece. I live here 5 or 6 years. You said that the majority of the elite in Germany is pro-European. Well, if that's true, I don't think they govern the country right now. And I think you used as an argument that the program of the parties was pro-European. Almost all the parties are at least more pro-European than the Dutch, the most pro-European Dutch party. But maybe because I'm Greek, I don't trust what people say, but what they do. And what I see the last years is that the German government is actually organizing a sadistic attack against the South for being so irresponsible and spending too much. We expected when the crisis broke up to see some kind of solidarity, the same solidarity we showed to Germany after the war and when the two Germanys united. But instead we saw Germany reluctant to help and actually getting the everyday life of the Greeks and the Spanish and the Portuguese and the Cypriots actually making it a nightmare. My father has 55% reduction of his pension. I don't think any Dutch person would tolerate that. So, and the excuse of the Dutch government and the German government every time is that I have an anti-European crowd in my country, I cannot pass that from my parliament. And how is this anti-European feeling created in the countries? I think it's a responsibility of the governments. And from one side, because to be honest, I don't see any European flag in the Netherlands. Maybe this building is the only one. In Greece, next to every Greek flag, there is a European flag. And also the media. Because the media in Netherlands and in Germany, I don't think they are so fair with what is happening in the rest of Europe. They filter out a lot. So I think they create this anti-European feeling. How do you see the role of the media in the European democracy in the future? We didn't discuss at all about the media until now.
I think you
I can assure you that there is a flag of the European Union on the building of the Parliament, and even the town hall. See that? I go to another. No, this one is very interesting. Okay, you go ahead.
I think you raised a number of important issues. So, if I say they are pro-European, I mean basically that they are prepared to give competencies to the European level. Yeah, that is what I meant. The other thing is what you do with these competencies. Yeah, what kind of Europe you want. And I think indeed the Christian Democrat liberal government wants a Europe which has austerity, which reduces debt, and this has very dramatic consequences, for instance, for Greece. Yeah? And I think the Christian Democrats and the FDP are somehow pressured by their domestic voters, but they also believe in it to some extent. Yeah. So these are really they have an ideology that you have to not to make too much debt, and so Greece, for instance, has accumulated a lot of debt, but has not paid interest rates so high. And the German government would say, well, you have not used this money to build up infrastructure, but you have used it for other things, and therefore you're not competitive. So that is the conservative view on that. And I think indeed, if you look at the public in Germany, if you ask German citizens, do you are prepared to pay for Greece, to put it simply? In the beginning it was about 50% were still prepared, but now it's 70–80% don't want to pay it. And it might have to do a bit with the media. And I think it's an important issue, and Mr. Bütikofer also talked a bit about a feeling of citizens and European feeling. There are no European media. I mean, I read European Voice, which is a very specialized newspaper, but there's no European Paul Wittemann. Yeah? There's no European public sphere. And perhaps if there would be rather than national media, European media, perhaps there would be more solidarity there. at least there will be less prejudices, of course. I mean, the average worker in Greece works more hours than the average worker in Germany or in Spain. They work more hours, yeah? And these kind of prejudices perhaps would disappear if there would be more European Union.
I have already made a couple of remarks criticizing some of the behavior of my country, but you will not expect me to denigrate my country. Look, it was not the German decision how much the pensions would be cut in Greece. There was pressure on Greece to come up with budget cuts, yes. But as far as I have been told, there is a long-standing offer on the part of the German finance ministry to send a sizable number of German tax experts to Greece to help Greece enforcing their own tax code and to fight tax evasion. And that offer is still open and would still have to be taken up by the Greek side. Even though other Germans that I have talked to are saying this present Greek government is the first government in a long time that really tries to tackle the issue of the tax code and tax evasion and wants to get something done. Everybody knows the famous list of tax evaders that somehow disappeared, not in Germany, but in Athens. And of course, the program that was enforced in Greece was unbalanced socially, yes. But that was a choice that was supported by some of the Greek parties, not only on the right, also on the left. Syriza, for instance, takes the position that we have not been able to avoid the budget cuts, so let's protest against and avoid the structural reforms. Dima takes a different position. They say the budget cuts are socially untenable, but some of the structural reforms are important. So let's make a deal there. Let's have more structural reforms and less budget cuts. So some of the responsibility of the situation in Greece resides in Athens.
And return to the cradle of democracy. Are you satisfied?
We cannot discuss this with one question and one answer. It's a big talk. So.